Hello, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of
Podcast Yarn New Gen!
So for today, Alexa, take it away.
And for today's episode, for sure, magugustuhan nyo to. Kasi for me personally, I really love this episode. Dahil, ang topic natin is about fandom culture. And sa sa episode na to is, there's no doubt that many celebrities, singer, or artist na nagbibigay talaga ng big impact sa buhay natin. Maging big artist man yan sila or small. Kaya, sa episode na to, magbabasa tayo ng mga stories about how how their artists na idolize nila have impacted their life.
So with me, your friendly neighborhood host, Marga Banzuela.
And ang kuya niyong kahit kailan, hindi naubusan ng kwento. Walang iba kundi si Miko.
You're always chill and A-OK podcaster, TK.
At ang atin yung pwede nyo kausapin anytime, anywhere, I'm Alexa. So, start tayo.
Guys, so yun nga, sabi nga ni Alexa, meron tayong 4 people na nag-send ng stories
4
nila
entries.
from mga fandoms nila. So, ang kanyang mga aliases is Grace, si Multi-Fandom Girly, si Chichay, and si Lek.
Lex.
Sino si Lex?
si
Sino
Lex?
si Lex?
Ang familiar
Parang
na name na
nangangamoy.
yun.
Si Lex.
Sino kaya si Lek?
Malalaman nyo guys mamaya.
Anyway,
Okay, so, Miko, let's start with you. Sino ang nabunot mo?
so nakuha ko ngayon is si Multi-Fandom Girly. So shoutout po sa'yo kung sino ka man. So let's read her story. A story on how I got into K-pop fandoms. It was 2015. I was your typical anime fan and wasn't really fond of K-pop. Mainly because we didn't know anything about it. Or syempre, different fandoms, duh. I would often roll my eyes whenever my high school friends would talk about their biases and how shook they were with JK's visuals.
Wow.
Honestly, siya din daw. I was unfamiliar with K-pop and didn't really care since I was too busy fangirling over Usui, or He's Not Okay.
He's
Okay.
hot. Oh.
He's hot.
He's hot okay, sorry.
Well, we can
He's
deny.
hot okay, okay.
Uzui is hot
Ano
talaga.
fan? Ano sang group? yun?
Uzui is, parang, Demon Slayer, I think. Demon Slayer ba? Parang hindi.
Oo!
Si
Yung...
Double Blade.
yung may tatlong asawa.
Oo.
Anyway, I was just scrolling for anime compilations. A typical anime fan, probably was an otaku now that I think about it, would either spend time watching a season in single settings or would try to reminisce previously watched anime through compilations. There's no in-between. And as someone who is very indecisive, syempre, sabi niya raw, I finish all my food before I decide on what to watch on Netflix. I was just scrolling and finally, I came across an MMD, a try not to laugh video.
Wow.
Had a great laugh and even showed it to my siblings. But one thing that has caught my attention was the music played before the video. I was like, yo, I'm vibing for real. Need to know what this song is ASAP. And after 30 minutes of embodying Sherlock Holmes, I found it. It was a song called Dope by BTS. Yo.
Oh my
I
God,
agree.
ang
Maganda nga
nostalgic.
yung dope ng
Oo.
BTS.
Yan din nakahatak sa akin dati.
Isa yun sa mga favorite
Grabe.
songs ko nung grade
If
6.
papansin niyo, di ba guys, yung trend nung 2015 to 2018, puro BTS talaga
Oh,
yung naghumahatak sa mga
heavily
ano, no?
K-pop talaga.
Yan, that's a topic
Nung
for
trend.
later kasi
Yeah,
different.
correct. So, yun guys.
Yun sa next.
Next.
Next part, meron pa na next part? Okay, okay. Sorry.
Okay lang yan.
Let's just say it was a 50-50 reaction. I was surprised that I actually liked a K-pop song. And was also like, what am I going to do? Am I a K-pop fan now? I watched the video expecting it to be bad than just the chorus. And wouldn't you know it, I really was shook. The talent, visuals, they were at the time, even now I guess, comparable to my anime husbands and probably even better than I expected.
Wow.
Uy. After that music video, I played another and another until I reached the point of no return. Ship videos.
Oh my God.
After that, I knew that I would never be the same. Not a bad thing, really. Hehe. I was part of the ARMY fandom for at least 2 years until I grew fond of NCT, undergoing the same thing, just different circumstances. I would say that it was great how that one person who made that video led me to loving K-pop, and I don't regret it. it's really fun once you get the hang of it. And I've met a lot of people through K-pop who are now my close friends. So, thank you to that MMD China to Love video. I don't know the name of the video anymore. Nalimutan niya raw. And note, by the way, my bias before in BTS was Taehyung and Mark in NCT. But now, I don't really do the bias thing. Can't choose one. Gotta have them all. I'm a multi-fandom girly now. Grabe, parang Pokemon na. Gotta have them all.
Catch them
Actually,
all.
guys, ako din, before when I was in grade 4.
Oo, yan, be. 2015.
Fourth grade?
Doon,
Oo,
grade 4
2015.
ako. Ito a story ha. Medyo related din dito kasi BTS. Sa BTS siya naka-center eh. Ako naging bias ko si RM.
Rap Monster.
Oo,
Yeah.
si
Yeah,
Rapmon,
syempre.
si Namjoon,
Oo.
yung leader, di ba?
Pinakamatangkad sa kanila, right?
True, oo.
Like, nagkunwari kasi ako, yung best friend ko kasi at that time, she likes BTS. So, nagkunwari akong alam ko yung BTS. Oo, kilala ko yan. Like, oo, kilala ko yan.
Para makasabay.
Like, tapos tinanong niya ako, sino yung bias mo? Tapos, ito! Tapos yun pala si RM.
Wala, grabe, cloud chaser.
Sorry,
Since
guys.
fourth
And
grade.
until now, we're still best friends. So, di ba? At least
Tapos until now,
nagbunga.
cloud
Oo.
chaser ka pa din ba?
Oy, pero ano,
Yun nga, K-pop formed a friendship for me na until now, buhay pa din.
yes.
So, next
Ano,
story.
Let's proceed to the next story.
Yan si Grace.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Grace. So, this is your story. Hi, podcast, your new gen. I am Grace from Puerto Princesa City, and I want to say I really like this podcast of yours.
Uy.
Thank
Oh, thank you so
Shout out
much.
sa'yo.
Thank you.
Grace. My sister and I really enjoyed watching you guys on our TV screen while eating ice cream because it's comforting.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Nakaka-heart, ano.
Ano ba, Grace? I want to share my fangirl experience with you, but first, let me tell you about myself. I am 18 years old, turning 19 tomorrow, October 15.
Uy, happy birthday.
birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, Grace.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grace. I am an ARMY, Blink, Carrot, and a
Wow.
Swiftie. Grabe.
Wow, grabe ah.
Pero hindi ako super hard fan talaga. I just fell in love with their songs and the artists themselves. Hindi na ako magpapatumpik-tumpik pa, boom, karaka-raka. Anyway, let's have a flashback, shall we? Back in 2017, I was at Manila kasi katatapos lang ng research defense namin nun and we competed at Angels Hills at Tagaytay.
Wow, wow.
Grabe,
Grabe.
nag-defense?
Defense?
Sa Angel Hills at Tagaytay. If I can remember, I think it was November din. Not sure about the exact date, pero yun yung mismong tumatak sa akin. Sakto kasi may concert din yata yung BTS nung time na yun here sa PH. Take note, hindi pa ako masyadong alert sa BTS nun. Pagod na pagod kami nung araw na yun kasi kakagaling lang namin ng Tagaytay and super haba ng biyahe. Mind you, traffic pa nun. Huhunes. Hindi rin ako masyadong sanay sa lugar kasi nga all my life sa Palawan lang ako. Pero kinaya pa rin namin ang biyahe. Nung nakarating na kami sa pagsistay namin sa bahay, kasi nga nakikitulog lang kami, nalaman ko na army din army din yung anak ng nagpatuloy sa amin. Imagine yung kilig ko nun.
Wow.
Wow.
So K-pop forms friendships din talaga, no?
Yeah.
Real.
Also, malapit din sila sa MOA. Then pinakita niya sa akin yung mga collections niya like albums, posters, pictures, postcards, as in lahat mayroon siya. Tapos pinakita niya sa akin yung laptop niya na puno ng mga NVs ng BTS. So ako naman na super excited, pinalipat yun sa phone ko. Ang napuno ng mga MVs ng BTS. So ako naman, sorry guys. Ang kaso, pagka-check ko, puros audio lang pala na-share sa akin. Scam ako dun ah.
O, diba? Kung isipin nyo, hindi pa uso dito yung Spotify, guys.
Tama,
It's
MP3
the
lang.
White MP3, download lang.
Ayoko din. Nung grade 6 ako yung puro
Puro
Blackpink,
YT.
tapos
Mm,
YT
okay.
MP3.
Diba?
Na mahabang
Tapos
link.
nakaka-virus.
Oo, totoo.
Okay.
So, yun. So, sa hinaba-haba ng sinabi ko, wala pa tayo sa exciting part. Huhuhu. So, ayun na nga. After namin kumain ng dinner, lumabas lang kami para bumili sa isang convenience store. Ito na yun.
Okay.
Pagkatapos namin buli ng mga kailangan namin, lumabas na kami. Tapos, saktong pagkalabas namin, nakita namin yung bus na sinakyan ng BTS palabas sa MOA. Like, nakita ko talaga sila personally with my 2 eyes. Naalala ko pa, nag-uusap sila noon, tapos super gwapo talaga. Hindi ko talaga kaya nang pigilan yung kilig ko, kaya hampas-hampas ko yung kasama ko. parang K-drama feels siya, and super saya ko talaga nung araw na yon. And that for me was the most memorable memory I have as a fangirl. As to this day, I cherish and hold this memory of mine. I hope na natuwa kayo sa shinare ko. Thank you so much and kudos to your podcast.
Oh my God, nakakatawa
Thank
yung
you,
shinare ni
Grace.
Grace.
Shout out sa'yo,
Shout out po sa'yo,
Grace.
Alam mo,
Grace.
ang
Happy
swerte
birthday.
mo, hindi, isipin mo, hindi siya ng concert, tapos nakita
Nakita niya pa rin in
Swerte.
person, di ba?
Tapos medyo malapit pa yun kasi nga nakita niya like outside,
Outside ng,
ng
MOA pa.
MOA. So,
Like,
thank you
grabe,
talaga,
like,
Grace, for sharing.
So far, BTS pa din talaga yun
Oo,
no?
lakas ng hila ng BTS.
Malakas nga. Like, tapos isipin mo lang like underdog sila, no?
Oo,
Before.
totoo.
Because sila nag-debut, di ba? There was
Oo.
a clip na nagbinigay sila ng posters, ng,
Oo.
Oo.
Like,
Sa US.
ang laki na din
release
talaga ng parang dinating nila.
So they also came from the bottom.
yeah.
Mm.
So basically,
Then rose
it's a
to the
huge
top.
process, then rose to
Yeah.
the top. Yeah,
Oh.
basically. Next.
Okay, let's go for the next story.
So we have Chuchay.
Chichay.
Chichay. Hala, sorry! Shout out to you, Chichay. Ito na yung story niya. Good day. Gusto ko lang i-share yung experience ko as a fangirl. Nag-start ito nung high school, third year. Lahat naman siguro makaka-relate sa akin. Ha 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 ha. Nausad dati yung Wattpad at e-books. Super basa.
Basa.
Super basa. Sorry, super basa ang person. Ang title na binasa ko ay Never Give Up. Tapos ang cover ng book ay Katniel noon. Doon. Yung todo tago sa magulang na paggabi kasi pag nahuli, kukunin ang cellphone. Doon na nag-start na ako sa pagkakahumaling sa Katniel. Pinanood ko ang Growing Up, Princess and I, Got to Believe. Lahat ng movies pinanood ko rin, kahit walang Andabels, puro ipon.
Grabe.
Grabe.
Ano yung
Ano
Andabels?
yung the bells? Ano yun?
Pera be,
Ah,
kwarta.
Oh, pero ang the bells, okay.
Naalala
Kaya
ko
si Ipon.
dati may show si Daniel sa
Capital.
Capital. Super excited ako talaga noon. Tipong handa na ako mag-cutting classes para makanood. That's a different level. Pinilit ko pa si mama kung may kakilala sa Capitol para makakuha ng ticket. Kaso wala, kaya pumunta ako doon.
Ay, wow.
Nagbabaka sakaling makakuha ng ticket. Noong nakita ko si Daniel, grabe ang
Iyak siguro
ang
to.
iyak ko para sa isip ko. Totoong tao siya. Grabe. Tapos pangalawang kita ako sa Coliseum, nag-absent pa ako sa class ko noon. College ang sabi ko, may sakit ako pero nasa Coliseum talaga ako noon.
It's giving what are you willing to do?
Yeah.
Galing.
Alang-alang.
Tapos nung last nakita ko yung concert nila Catherine dito sa Palawan, naka-VIP
Ay,
kami.
wow.
Wow.
Grabe, super ganda at gwapo nila. Para silang Greek gods. Super saya maging fangirl. Doon ko nafe-feel na pag may update sila, pati schedule, alam ko at kung nasaan sila. Nai-heal nila ang brokenness ko. Until ngayon, fangirl pa rin ako, pero mas lumagdag lang dahil dati, Katniel lang, ngayon may K-pop na BTS and Hypen at 17.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Alam mo ba, it's nice to see na may mga people din talaga na nag-appreciate ng P-pop.
Ayan.
Filipino
Filipino pop.
artist.
Filipino entertainment.
Oh, kasi kadalasan nakita ko puro K-pop,
Yeah.
puro western celebrities.
Uy, pero guys, fun fact. May nabasa ako sa Twitter na kasi 'di ba parang may event ngayon yung Katniel, like may punta sila isang super event dito sa Philippines then with international artist. Ang sabi ng mga fandoms ng mga artist na pumunta doon sa event, like back out na tayo. Wag na natin wag na natin kalabanin sa ticket selling mga fans ng Katniel. Kasi lalaban yan sila. Kasi parang isang one time may event yung Katniel sa MOA ba ata, pinabook nila yung isang parang isang ng upuan, isang
Row?
Oo, hindi lang isang row,
Box?
parang
Isang box?
Oo, isang
Isang box
box ng
talaga.
upuan.
Oo.
Tapos sabi nila, alam niyo, kabahan na kayo kapag nakita niyo na yung mga malalaking LED signs ng Nation's Heartthrob, Daniel Padilla, Catherine Bernardo, ganun. Kaya isipin mo, grabe yung the impact Katniel have on dito sa Pinas. Hanggang ngayon naman kasi, 'di ba?
It's insane, honestly.
Oo.
Yeah.
At saka ano nga yan, si Catherine, ang ganda na ng career niya. Like, di ba yung recent
A very
movie
good
niya?
girl,
Oo,
oo.
like, I heard ang ganda daw ng story, ang ganda daw ng acting niya doon. At saka, labas siya sa usual roles
Love,
niya
oo.
as parang sweet girl na love story.
And
Like, it's
considering
really-
si Catherine is from from the very beginning, bata pala siya, di ba, nag-acting
Child
siya.
star siya.
Parang
So-
sweet girl talaga yung portrayal niya sa
Yeah.
video hanggang sa, tas ganun na lang bigla yung role niya, like dark feminine. Ang ganda din talaga. Like, it's a fresh image from
I like that phrase, dark feminine.
Yeah, dark naman din. Yeah. That's you.
Really?
Yan,
Yeah,
kay
yeah.
Lex na tayo.
Ay, ba yan? Sino ba tong Lek na to?
Kaya nga.
Sino ba tong Lek na
Alex,
to?
basa nga para malaman
Siya may
natin
pinakamahabang
kung sino.
entry dito, oh.
Kaya grabe ng
Tama.
page to, 4. Ay, wait, ang haba ng site.
Diba?
ng Lek.
Okay guys, para sa ikatatahimik ng lahat, ako po si Lek.
Nag-spill din siya, oh.
Okay, so simulan natin dahil medyo mahaba to. Okay. Fandoms, dami na ako niyan. Mapa music shows, celebrities or anime. Pero I have my mains. For K-pop, I have Twice. Kung P-pop naman, I have Beanie, then casual listener to other groups. Pero bago ko to simulan, pakilala ko muna ako syempre. Most people know me as Lek. Pero, I'm Lek po guys, di ba? 17 ako pero siguro pag nilabas yung app na to, I'm around 18 na siguro. People who knows me personally, alam na madami akong naging fandom involving from a casual listener or watcher to a full-time fan. Huy, joke lang po. Start na tayo. Nag-start ako as fan, siguro as in yung fangirl talaga is Calioserio days, the Aldab days.
Oy.
Sinusubaybayan ko talaga yan every time na pwede ako manood, 'di ba? Kasi nga every time may kalyeserye, may pasok, so yeah, need ko pumasok sa school. And if may nakikita akong product na may mukha nila, it's either pagpapabili ako if afford ko or pipicturean ko na lang. Tapos nung nagkaroon sila ng movie, yung movie nila na sila mismo or movie na magkasama sila, pinipilit ko sila mamanood. Kasi nga, syempre, as a fan, manonood. E di, ending, buong pamilya manonood. And lagi ko din sila inaabangan sa mga news. If ever may mga balita na kasama sila, whether it's endorsement man or showbiz, ganon. And one of the most memorable memory ko siguro as an Aldab fan is nung, di ba, journalist ako. This is nung grade 4 nga ako, na sports writer ako, tapos may event kasi sa school na need yung mga sports writer. Pero, hindi ako pumunta. Kasi Saturday yun at yun lang yung time na pwede akong manood ng kalyeserye. And, yun, then, next page. And another memory siguro is when I got to know K-pop. So far, K-pop is my longest fangirl moment, ganun. And ito siguro yung pinaka-memorable. Grade 3 pa lang ako nung nakilala ko yung K-pop, starting from the SNSD, the Queens, Sonyashide Girls' Generation, and EXO. Super na-addict ako na talaga na other than their pics na piniprint ko, pati lyrics ng mga kanta nila, piniprint ko. Para ma-memorize ko. Then, pagka grade 6 ko, boosh, lalo siyang lumala. Summer 2017, syempre, bakasyon, dun kami kila Lola, nag-i-stay, kasama ko mga pinsan ko. Itong eldest cousin ko is a fan of BTS. Di, palagi nagpapatugtog, nagpi-play na music video sa laptop niya. Di, nahook ako. Tapos yun na, nag-start na ako magpa-copy ng mga songs nila. Then, I started learning their choreos na hanggang, tapos yung pinaka-favorite ko na naaral ko is, it's either pinaka-favorite, pinaka-una ko naaral is yung Not Today choreo ng BTS. Then, nagtuloy-tuloy na yun. Not until nung nag-NSPC, kami sa Dumaguete. Yung isa namin kasamang journalist na si Kuya Josh, hi Kuya Josh, na K-pop fan din pala siya. Pero, he listens to Twice, a K-pop girl group naman. And dahil doon, nag-start na yung journey ko as a fan of Twice, which is being a once. Pagkabalik namin from Dumaguete, I start searching more about them. I watch their contents, even yung survival show nila na 16 na kung sasabihin ng mga older generation ones na huwag niyong panoorin kasi napakasakit talaga nun. Siyempre, as curious, pinanood ko. Ending, naiyak din ako. And I was so happy na siyempre, nagtuloy-tuloy na. Super happy ko nung nalaman ko, November 5, my birthday, nag-release sila ng album. So, dito ko talaga siya makalimutan. Like, it was so memorable for me. The kilig I felt was over the moon. Kaya noong birthday ko na yun, noong taong 2018 na yun, nag-ipon talaga ako para may pang-load ako sa pocket wifi ko at mapanood ko lang yung nirelease silang music video, which is the Yes or Yes music video. And syempre, hindi rin maiwasan yung may mga times na medyo malulungkot tayo sa fandom. Like, around 2017, first concert ng Twice dito sa Pinas, which is the Twice Lights, na nalaman ko na maghahayato si Mina due to injury and anxiety. Di, syempre, as a baby once, a year old once pa lang, syempre, nalungkot ako doon. And same that time din also, I realized how important mental health is. Tsaka may mga bagay talaga na hindi tayo natin alam dahil kung anong nakikita natin sa harap ng camera ay possible, baka mag-iba pa yan behind the cam. Then, months later, they released their album ulit, Feel Special. That album was super special talaga for me. Kasi yun yung album na dinedicate talaga nila for themselves. Like, nung nirelease yung mismong album na yun, pinakinggan ko yung mga buong kanta, umiyak ako. Kasi yun din yung time na marami nangyari sa kanila pagka-release ng MV noon. Kaya, knowing na, nung nirelease nila yun is hayatos pa rin si Mina. Kahit na nag-expect ako na din siya sumama doon gumawa, is sumama pa rin siya, kaya na-touch talaga ako. And that album also made me realize that I should really cherish the people around me and thinking I should love myself more. And ending, pandemic came. So, lockdown lahat, di ka makalabas. Mas naging fangirl ako, like, parang closer siya sa naging full-time job ko na siya, charing. And every time I watch na kung sino mang member ang live, twice member na live, pinapanood ko kahit wala akong maintindihan. And I even made an Twitter or X account nung time na yon para mas updated ako. And Twice really helped me a lot during the pandemic kasi nga, it was the time na hindi ko alam kung ano ba ako, kung anong gagawin ko sa buhay ko. But, at isa sila sa, kaya yung mga songs or contents and other MS na nirelease nila nung time na yon helped me move forward. And, fun fact, I didn't really like Twice before. Like, yung kanta nilang Titi, hindi ko talaga siya like before. Like, I was not fond of
Same.
cute contents. And I don't know what happened, that ngayon, yun, I happened to meet Twice, at matatawa na lang talaga kayo. And yeah, ang dami ko talagang fun memories as once, kaya di ko nakikwento kasi hahaba na to. And let's go lastly, let's look forward to my latest favorite group, is the Beanie Girls. And recently lang ako naging fan nila, around 3rd week ng July, right after P-PopCon 2023. Actually, alam kong nag-exist na ang Beanie noon dahil sa predibo nilang The Coconut Nut. Pero as a person na di nga mahilig sa mga cutesy concept, di ko sila pinansin. And another thing siguro na kaya ako na-hook siguro sa kanila is yung nag-act si Joanna sa music video na Alamat na Maharani. Like, nagandahan ako sa kanya, syempre. I followed her TikTok account, pero hanggang doon na lang yon. Tapos, di ba nag-debut sila around pandemic time, so wala din ako alam kasi nga, focus ako sa pagiging fan ng Twice. Not until this July 2023. Hindi ko na matandaan if paano ako nag-start na kilalanin sila. Like, alam kong nasa like songs ko yung Nanana. Ginamit ko kasi pang parinig ko sa crush ko yun yung that time. Pero, di ko matandaan if when and how ako nag-start kilalanin yung Beanie. Chinek ko pa yung IG stories ko sa main ako na July 6 nag-story ako about sa podcast nila. Then, sa dump account ko naman, same day, I posted Maloy's TikTok vid sa IG story ko. The following days, kita sa dump archive ko, July 13, puro Beanie-related TikToks yung ini-story ko. So, hindi ko talaga alam, pero natatandaan ko, I tweeted sa account ko about sa isang clip ng birthday live ni Stacey. So, which I think, July 14, kasi pagdating ng July 17, ini-stalk ko na lahat ng social media accounts ng Beanie members. Kahit yung story ko sa dump, nung July 17 mismo, is about them na. And siguro, right after P-PopCon, July 16, nag-aabang ako ng update sa SB19, thus randomly, nag-pop-up fancams nila from Beanie Fest tsaka sa P-PopCon. Kasi, under sila ng same topic, which is P-pop. Kaya, mas lalo talaga ako na-curious sa kanila. I started watching their MVs and contents. Even yung old Kumu lives nila pinapanood ko dahil gusto ko talaga sila istan. Gumawa nga ako ng Kumu account para mas updated ako sa kanila. Then, gumawa na naman ako ng panibagong X account para masubaybayan ko tayong update sa kanila. Simula noon, lagi na ako nakaabang, lagi nagko-comment sa live nila, tapos nababasa pa nila comments ko, ganun. Most memorable for me as of now, as a Bloom, as yung tawag sa fandom ng Beanie is, nung napiling sagutin ni Joanna yung question ko about nung dancing, nung nagpa-Q&A siya sa isang live. Actually, madami na akong times na notice ni Joanna yung mga comments ko. May mga screen record pa nga yun eh. And other Beanie members. Siguro kaya na-hook ako lalo sa kanila is they are so relatable. I mean, they are just so napaka-totohanan. Kahit minsan hindi mo alam if papaniwalaan mo pa rin yung sinasabi nila. Eto guys, I will say this truthfully. Stunning Beanie or other Filipino artist is hits differently kasi may yung mga advice na sinasabi ng international celebrities minsan is hindi natin na-apply in our daily basis. Pero sa mga Filipino artists, pwede natin sila i-apply kasi nga na-experience nila yon. Tsaka, malay mo, yung experience yun is nangyari na sa kanila. Kaya, the end. Ang haba, di ba?
So, grabe na yung effect ng fandom sa mga tao, no?
Oo.
Especially nung pandemic, nung lahat walang magagawa.
Tama.
Like, kamusta kayo mga armies? Like, kaya pa ba yung mga online classes and stuff like that? Kumbaga, naging coping mechanism ng
And then,
karamihan.
tsaka like standing a group or not just a group, like a
Oo,
celebrity.
celebrity.
It really helps pagdating sa, for me lang sa mental health. Kasi like, you're hooked onto something. May inaabangan ka. At saka, it comforts you. Like, tulad ng mga LV nila.
Like,
mga
you have something to
funny
look
videos.
forward to.
Oo.
Kumbaga, hindi ka lang stagnant, no? Meron ka rin iniisip, like, di ba ng pandemic kasi everything was frozen eh. Pero yung talagang ang papasok sa atin before is puro content lang ng mga favorite YouTubers, favorite artists, yung mga groups and stuff like that. So, big help din siya nung pandemic.
Tsaka guys, fandom, hindi lang siya nag-stop standing music artists or celebrities. Marami kang pwedeng maging fandom ka man ng author, maging fandom ka ng, kunyari, vlogger. Pwede ka rin magkay-fandom ng kunyari, fandom namin, Podcast Yarn,
Yeah.
di ba? So, yeah. Kaya,
So, it
Yun.
sort of shapes a person.
Yes.
And how that person acts or interacts.
so yun.
Tapos, it forms friendships talaga. Like, kasi, once na gumawa ka ng account, mag-interact
It really
ka.
has a solid impact
Oo.
True.
on
Tsaka,
someone.
nag-ano rin talaga siya sa attitude mo kung minsan kasi, di ba, ina-idolize natin yung mga celebrities na yon and we adapt to their attitude. Tapos, na-apply natin sila.
Yeah.
So, you should choose wisely kung sino yung sinastudy
It reflects the person.
Oo, tama.
Sabi nga nila, the way you dress is a physical
Manifestation.
a physical
Manifestation, girl.
the way you dress, the way a person dresses is a physical manifestation of what that person,
Is.
what the type of music that person listens to.
Tama.
Like, kung ano yung music taste mo, that is how you dress.
Ikaw, ano ba music taste
Uy,
mo?
wag tayong ganyan.
Wait.
Ang ganda ba
Music
naman
taste.
yan ng mga songs ni Tiki sa ano niya?
sa IG.
Oo.
Wala akong Instagram.
But, ikaw, meron ka bang sinastan na
No, may hindi naman sa
Currently?
sinastan. I just listen to them almost 24/7. Pero hindi ko sila sinastan. I'm not part of the fandom.
Yeah.
Like, I don't consider myself part of the fandom.
Casual
kasi
listening
I'm
lang.
not, I'm just a
Yeah.
casual listener. Like, ng 17, ng IVE, ng
Kaya guys,
G-Idol,
mamaya bantayan nyo si Marga. Baka may uwi siya dito sa mga
tama
nakadikit.
yan?
Hindi, ano ba?
Baka
Napin
t-shirt?
kasi, pinapin kasi.
Miko, fan ka ng
Ako na, si Juice WRLD. Oh, he's gone.
alright.
I love
XXX then. Oh my God.
Ikaw,
He's gone
TK.
as well.
Ikaw, TK.
Like, sino yung mga...
Shoutout sa friend ko, Joel Monterde.
Ooh.
Mac DeMarc.
Tsaka ano,
Mac Miller. Frank Ocean.
Oh, nice.
RIP.
Drake.
Yeah. Drake
Ay,
then,
wag
Drake
ka
is
mag-guilty,
nice.
okay lang yan.
Alam mo
Okay lang
ba,
yan.
Cancelled ba si Drake?
Is he cancelled ba?
Uy, wag kang maganda kaya song si Drake.
Makakancel ba ako pag skustak lang sabihin ko?
Sila, pag Drake listener ka, red flag.
Ay,
Ay,
totoo
grabe
ba?
naman.
I feel
Hindi,
like,
totoo ba?
Totoo yun eh.
isa yan sa mga like stereotypes talaga na
Oo.
meron. Like, when it comes to an artist, like, if you're an avid fan of The Weeknd, like,
Yeah, I also love The Weeknd.
Alo, grabe naman kayo sa akin. Nakikinig man ako ng The Weeknd.
Then we also have Kanye West.
oo, yun. Isa
that's
pa yun.
okay.
Possible, makancel ka talaga doon. Anyway, so ano ba
So you
yung ano
have to separate the music from the artist.
True.
True.
Oo. Let's end na.
Kumbaga kasi the music is the skill, yung talent
So
ng artist.
mayroon
not
tayong
the
albums
actual
dito
eh.
sa table.
Yes.
You see
meron-
this?
As you can see, na
Yan.
iba
It's
yung
cake,
setup natin
iba yung
today.
ano natin.
So far, this is one of my favorite setups. Like, it's super cute.
It's all pink. I love it. So
Nakakapawalang angas sa akin, pero anyway, para sa girls naman to. And this episode is sponsored by E-Town Bound. So itong mga K-pop merch, itong Carrot Bong ng 17, sa kanila po galing yan. Please do check their shop sa dito lang below para ano
Description.
yan. Yung
Yes,
mga
you see
yan,
this.
yan, Butter by BTS, yung mga ano na yan sa kanila guys, 17. Please do follow their shop and bumili na rin kayo sa kanila guys.
Nandyan yung link.
Thank you so much.
Description.
Thank you so much, E-Town Bound. Don't forget to follow our Facebook page, which is Black Screen Productions, para lagi kayong updated sa latest and freshest content from Black Screen Productions.
At don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel under Black Screen Productions dahil nire-release din namin yung mga full episodes doon. At kung gusto niyo makita tong napaka-cute na setup, subscribe na kayo at i-on nyo yung notification bell. And also follow us on TikTok under Black Screen Production dahil nagpo-post kami ng mga snippets ng podcast namin doon. Malay mo, lumabas sa FYP mo yun.
We are also available at
Spotify.
check us out at Podcast Yarn, New Jan.
we hope you enjoyed this episode kasi enjoy na enjoy namin ni Alexa to.
True.
See you next time on Podcast Yarn New Gen!
Hello, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of
Podcast Yarn New Gen!
And for today's episode, ang pag-uusapan natin is navigating mental burnout and embracing life's journey.
Now, yung pag sinabing burnout naman, ito kasi yung kumbaga yung technical definition niya. Ito yung mental, physical, at saka yung emotional exhaustion na rin.
How do we deal po with people saying that burnout isn't a thing? Parang dinidisregard lang po nila na, sus, burnout lang, ano nung,
Sabi po nila,
nag-overreact
wala
ka
lang.
lang.
Opo, ganun.
Parang,
Pagod ka lang.
Opo,
Pagod ka
parang
lang,
yun yung
itulog mo
pinali-
lang yun. kumbaga.
Oo. First, syempre, dapat andun yung empathic listening and understanding din doon sa situation, no? Kaya naman yung tao nagre-react ng ganun negatively sa mga bagay na hindi nila alam. I mean, it's because hindi nga nila alam. Hindi sila ganun ka well-versed sa situation.
Tandaan niyo, patience is always a virtue. Learn how to understand. Kasi if people around you can't understand, dapat ikaw na lang maging instrument ng
Tama.
change na yun para mag-influence sa kanila na matutong mag-understand.